start our year in July. So if you think about a Kenya where it's a January to December, it's not really a July to December. So when everybody's closing down and going downtown, that's when we are really like on our, on our high energy, need to add a lot of impact, because we do a lot of reviews around December on how the country, how the business is doing. What will I do differently? I think just keep a little bit closer. It's a little bit uncertain. Just keep a little closer more to the finance teams in their accounts, just to ensure that the dollar devaluation, because we are a dollar business, the economic downturn, what do they really feel about it, and keep a pulse on that is one of the things. Moving away so much from talking to the CIOs and moving to that level of engagement.
The challenges we faced in Q1 is that we did not have pipe. So we're really struggling to close deals, to bring in deals and close them on a weekly basis, on a daily basis and monthly basis, and that's why we missed our number. So going forward, what we're planning to do differently is basically to create pipe. And how do we create pipe? Is to have lots of activities with our distributors, with our partners, and also meeting end customers, so that we can create that pipe. And once we have the pipe, we should be actually on a safer side to close the forecast that we've committed to the business.
I think moving forward in Q2 is just all about impact. That's the difference that I want to make, and that can be realized by us having a higher year-on-year growth in terms of just our basic performance, but also more focusing on the P-sellers then driving the pipeline that's within corporate accounts, and maybe SMSMP all up.
Q1 was tough Q1 for the sector which I work for, and I think the biggest learning we had from the Q1 was having the weekly accountabilities of the numbers of the tracking. And I think what I'm going to do different was, like, I'm going to track my distributors, the business coming out of the channel on the weekly basis and the regular basis, and also growing the cloud numbers. I think that's what I'm going to change.
In Q1 we didn't do quite a good job in landing our transformational story. So this is around specific workloads on Windows 10, Office 365 and Azure, and that doesn't really show that we're really pushing towards the agenda of Microsoft. So in Q2 what I would be doing would just be pushing the transformational agenda, basically landing Windows 10 upgrade motion with our customers. If they have Office 365, ensuring that we consume the service effectively, and for them to actually realize the value, and for Azure as well, likewise in a manner for Office 365.
My main core responsibility is to deliver the Microsoft business through the partner. So the partners are a very important piece of the puzzle for Microsoft, and we do all our delivery through the partner.
Q1 was challenging, of course, more so to us, the public sector business. And this I can attribute to so many factors. One is basically on government spending. As probably you've heard, government has been having challenges around liquidity or cash flows. And again, being that Q1 basically starts when the government financial year end/stroke starts. So there is the pickup of even government operations is low in terms of disbursement of funds, and this we see it translating into us not having a very progressive business in Q1.
Q2 has just begun. We launched our Office 2016. We launched the ESD, which means Electronic or Software Delivery. And with this, we've brought back Office Pro, which was a SKU that really used to help us in terms of revenue before. So with all these, I can see H1 being a good half year for us in terms of revenue, because as the moment we start rolling out the ESD, I believe we'll be able to cover the gap that we already have.
We saw a very slow adoption in Q1. I would have liked to see a lot more in that space. And my learning is that a fast start is important. From the 1st of July, that is when I start getting my work done, so that overall, by the time Q1 is done, a lot of the base that needs to be covered has been covered.
We have a very good, diverse team, in the Kenya business, and both people who are long tenured and people who are new to the business, and I think that blend, brings some level of diversity, brings some level of inclusion to the way we think about our business, and really helps us grow as a team. We think about our business in form of performance and in terms of power. In terms of performance, I think we did not show the results, and I think that is highlighted very clearly in the results. In terms of power, I think that we're doing the right things. We've experienced some wins, on Office 365, and we're seeing some growing momentum in Windows, Azure, and our cloud services in Q1, okay? And I would like to see that same momentum grow into Q2 and beyond.